Hello and welcome back in for another video. If you haven't already hit that subscription button, go ahead, smash the button. It helps me out so much. So today I'm going to be talking about something that I've actually had requested for me to talk about. So with Adepticon coming up, there's a lot of theorizing about what's going to be shown. One of the things that people are alluding that might be revealed is new Khorne Berserkers, as well as Angron, a whole Khorne release, World Eaters. It'd be crazy if that's the case. But I thought I'd go over some theories about if they did redo the range, what it would look like. So I'm on the Horus Heresy part for Forge World, obviously, and for this, I feel like the parallels are extremely good between what they have for Horus Heresy models and what they bring out in Warhammer 40,000 for the corresponding armies. So here, obviously, if they redid the World Eaters, there would be a new Angron model, Demon Primarch model. There already is a new Karn model, but we'll go through some of the other things here. So first of all, obviously, they have Khorne Berserkers. So those are the bread and butter of the army. They're your baseline troops. And obviously, those should be redone and brought out with some new models. But here we've got the World Eaters Red Butchers. So these were Angron's bodyguards that he never wanted, and that he actually made fun of them all the time because they were such a joke to him, where he was like, oh yeah, you guys are going to protect me, right? But it was still considered kind of an honor within the Legion to join them, but it was funny where they just would join this group and then Angron just give them crap all the time. But anyways, these would be amazing as new models. I love these models so much. They're so cool, but they're pretty up there in price. $119 for 5 guys, because theoretically you want a squad of 10, so that's $238. But regardless, these models are awesome. These redone and made into kind of new kits for Warhammer 40,000 would be perfect. Another thing is the World Eaters Legion Rampager squad. So you might be thinking, okay, well, there's already Berserkers. You don't need these guys in here. I disagree. I think the Berserkers are your baseline units. You could have Rampagers come in as an elite choice where they have better weaponry. Maybe they have all power weapons. Maybe they've got these double-handed axes that will give a strength bonus. There's something you can do to mix it up where you can have a couple different Khorne units on the table, and I think that that's very needed at this point. Then they have the World Eaters Legion Contemptor Dreadnought. You could argue that they could bring out a crazy new Dreadnought. I feel that they could do that across the board for all of the legions, basically, is make a custom Dreadnought for each one. I highly doubt that that will ever happen, but it would be nice if they brought out a special close combat Khorne Dreadnought for the World Eaters. So the reason I'm bringing this up first is that the parallels between this and the Thousand Sons are extremely similar. So I think that the Khorne, or the World Eaters, should be redone the same way that the Thousand Sons are done. So the Thousand Sons, they don't have a large range, but everything feels well put together. It works well, and I have Thousand Sons, and I'm not, itching at the bits, being like, oh, I need more models. Like, they just brought out the new caster recently, and that was enough for me. It was like, okay, I've got a new model, that's fine. The Thousand Sons is a tight-knit range that is very good. So I've got them open in Horus Heresy, so obviously when they redid the set, they brought out the Demon Primarch model. They did the specialty Terminators that they've got, so the Scarab Occult Terminators, which are essentially the Sekhmet Terminator Cabal. Arguably, I think that these kind of, I would have preferred if they kind of transferred more of this design style into the other ones, but it's fine. Again, you've got the Contemptor Dreadnought, their own, some Automata. That's kind of getting into more heresy stuff. And then just conversion bits and everything else with a leader. That's fine. So, but you can see the transfer over into the Thousand Sons here, where you've got your baseline Rubric Marines, Scarab Occult Terminators, Airmen, which for the World Eaters would be Karn the Betrayer. And that's kind of all you need. Like, they've got this extra Exalted Sorcerers unit, but that's it. You've got your Demon Primarch, your sub-leader, which, again, Airmen, Karn the Betrayer, Rubric Marines, Berserkers, Scarab Occult Terminators, Red Butchers, and then Exalted Sorcerers. You could kind of throw in a couple extra leader models, maybe have a couple options, and then, again, Rampagers, throw those in as well. The rest of this is all stuff that you see across all the ranges. With Zangors, they need Khorne Gors. so yeah, with the Zangors, you could have Khorne Gors be released and use them in both AOS and 40k. I know they have Slan Gors now for Slaanesh. Again, with Khorne, it'd be nice to see those as well. So when you go into the Khorne models, I find it very interesting because they're thrown in, and so are the Emperor's Children models, into just Chaos, right? They're all under Chaos Space Marines. So there's Chaos Space Marines, Demons, Knights, Death Guard, Thousand Suns. Already, I don't care that the ranges aren't huge. They should have, every single Legion should have its own thing that you can check on. Night Lords, Iron Warriors, like World Eaters, Emperor's Children. Because if I'm that player, I don't like... For my Emperor's Children, I'm like, why are they in with the Chaos Space Marines? They're different. They should have their own separate queue here that you could click on. But regardless from that, you've got Karn the Betrayer here. That's fine. And then you've got your Khorne Berserkers, which are right there. So pretty much that's it for customization for 40k. So they're definitely lacking in models really hard. I think, again, the Thousand Suns range is what you want for the World Eaters. It's small, but it makes sense, and it's going to work well together. The Emperor's Children, you want more of a Death Guard release. You want tons of stuff to be released. There's a lot of lore that you can take models from. Like a lot of the books have all of these different units that they talk about, and there are no models for. One of the things I would like to actually see, though, again, going to the lore to create models, I know that's a crazy concept here, but there's a character, okay? Leorvine Urkris. I know I'm saying that wrong. But this is... I'm not going to get too much. I don't want to spoil anything. But this is one of the characters that you see in the Black Legion books with Abaddon. So look at that model. So this is the picture from Lexicanum that's there under his description. Oh my God. Like, this is insane. This is exactly what I want from World Eaters. Like, look at that helmet. That helmet is so much better than anything we have now. And essentially, this character leads a heavy weapon squad where they use heavy bolters because, again, the World Eaters favored heavy bolters. They could bring out a heavy weapon squad that was just heavy bolters, that they're using some crazy, like, tuned up version of them that just tears stuff apart, right? They don't use last cans. They're not using far ranging stuff. They want to get up close. So this is some extra units that they could bring out just based off of this character. And I just want to show here, the last thing here, when you click on Space Marines, there's the whole Space Marine range. And look, even Black Templars, they have their own individual sections here. So I think that, like, I know Chaos Space Marines don't really matter. Like, apparently nobody cares at GW for the Chaos Space Marines. But I think the least that can be done is they parcel out every single Legion into their own section. Like, you could even have Red Corsairs, right? Like, you can really do a lot more with them just on the web store to make it look like they matter. Anyways, let me know what you thought of this video. Is there some stuff that I missed that you'd like to see from the World Eaters? Do you think that they're going to be teased at Adepticon? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see everybody soon.